This is Louie Vuitton Imagination, a fragrance that by many is considered to be the best fresh/summer fragrance. But we're gonna discuss whether or not it's worth the steep price that it costs. Okay, let's break down the fragrance. The top notes for Imagination is Calabrian, Bergamot, Sicilian Orange, and Citron. Or citron, I don't know exactly how to say it. These notes make it very clean, very bright. It's like the best smelling soap you've ever smelled. Very luxurious almost. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now for the heart notes, it is Tunisian, neroli, ginger, and Ceylon cinnamon. I don't know exactly what each of those notes smell like individually, but you can absolutely get that ginger smell. I didn't really think about it until now, but yeah, you can actually get that ginger smell, and it's very, very nice. The Tunisian neroli, the ginger, and the cinnamon adds a little bit of warmth to it, which is kind of nice for a summer fragrance. I would say it's refreshing for a summer fragrance, right? Because usually those warm notes you would get in like a winter fragrance. So it's really nice that you actually have them in this fragrance. It does add a lot to it. For the base notes, it should be ambroxan or ambrox, whatever they call it, Chinese black tea, olibanum, and guaiac wood. Now, that's what makes this fragrance perfect. Or almost perfect. I don't think there's such thing as a perfect fragrance. It is, it makes it smooth, it makes it soapy, and that guaiac wood is super nice. I feel like you can actually smell it really well, and I just love it. Now let's talk about performance for Imagination. I do constantly hear that the performance isn't that good, but personally for me, I find that the performance for me is at least 8 to 10 hours. And that's mostly on the skin. For the projection, maybe around 1 to 2 hours. I don't want to say that you'll be lucky if you get to 2 hours, but it does tend to fade before the 2 hours. But when it settles, it's really nice because even if it's not projecting around you, you're getting that skin smell, and honestly, it's so good. But just for safety, if you do buy this fragrance, this is one of those fragrances that I genuinely believe you can spray on clothing. I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't spray fragrances on clothing because even if you do wash the clothing, sometimes that smell kind of stays on the clothing. And if you do spray another perfume on it, kind of mixes with the smell. This one, I do genuinely believe that it's one of those exceptions, right? It cleans off clothing really well, so it's okay if you spray it on clothing, and if you want that extra longevity, I would encourage it. Now, I would describe the smell of Imagination as the almost perfect clean smell. It's very nice, very soothing, and I find that most people absolutely enjoy this fragrance. Now, this fragrance is an absolute compliment getter. This is something that I was surprised. I didn't expect it. I honestly thought that when I first smelled it, I thought this smells very nice, but I feel like this wouldn't necessarily attract attention. Oh boy, I was wrong. The first day I wore it, I instantly got a compliment the moment I was in my building's elevator. I didn't even get to leave the building before I got a compliment. It was an instant, you smell very nice, and then what fragrance are you wearing? So trust me, this one is a surprising fragrance. I just didn't expect it to be able to get compliments. I thought it was too soft, if that makes sense. Now, this is a fragrance for somebody who's looking for like a very clean, citrusy, but subtle smell. It is surprisingly complex. I find that, honestly, when it's drying down, you can actually tell that there's changes in the fragrance. And so you're hitting the top note, you're hitting the heart note, and you're hitting the base note, and you can tell because you're actually getting those smells. So I absolutely enjoy that about this fragrance. This is a fragrance that is ideal for the spring, for the summer. Wear it in the day, you know, you can wear it at work or casual, you know, hangouts with friends, because it's, again, like I said, very soft. And you'll find that a lot of people love how clean it smells, especially, you know, if they're close to you. So it's a very nice fragrance to wear out on casual outings. You know, it is not for the dates, although I do find that women really love this fragrance. It's not sweet or, you know, a like statement fragrance, if that makes sense. It's not a fragrance that you would wear to get attention. That's what I'm trying to say. But you do get attention, which is, how do I explain it? It's confusing because I honestly, like I said, didn't expect it to be a compliment getter, but it's a very pleasant surprise. Now, value-wise, it's not a great fragrance, because sometimes you'll find that it costs more, sometimes other. I personally paid around $375 for this fragrance, because you can't really find it on resellers, which kind of sucks. But some people have paid $465 for this fragrance, so it is a very pricey fragrance. Now, you've heard me compliment how good it smells, but do I think it was worth the $375 that I paid for it? No, I think that this fragrance could easily cost maximum $200. I genuinely think that it is overpriced, but it's unique in my opinion. I've tried some of the clones and they don't really get that close to the smell, so, you know, I stick with my imagination. I haven't had it for long, if you can tell, so I haven't really used it that much, but I did feel the need to try the clones before I bought it, because I didn't want to pay the price for it, but here we are. Now, you should definitely go to a Louie Vuitton boutique, because unfortunately you won't find it anywhere else, and test it on your skin and see how long it lasts. Definitely get samples, because like I said, for some people it doesn't really last long on skin. For me, it lasts a very, very nice amount of time. So yeah, now we've already gone through this. It's fresh, it's elegant, it's soapy, very clean, unoffensive, you know. It has good performance for me personally. If you wear it on clothing, that's gonna always pretty much work well for everybody. So if you want to do that, you can do that if you love the smell that much. Price, I can't justify it, but I will, purely for smell, rate this fragrance a 10 out of 10. Purely for smell, I think it's a 10 out of 10. It is just addictive how good it smells. So if you've tried Imagination, I would love to hear your opinion about it, about how long it lasts for you, how good the projection is for you, and basically leave a comment about that. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.